If you're a web designer and you're not selling AI yet, you are leaving money on the table. Most designers are still selling websites as one-time projects. They build it, they launch it, and then they move on. And maybe if you're lucky, you made 20 or 30 bucks a month on hosting, maybe 100 bucks a month on management. But your clients, they don't just need a website. And if you don't want to deal with problems with customers canceling every single month, then they need leads, conversations, and actual results. My name is Andrew, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to start selling AI using simple chat widgets so you can turn every website into recurring revenue and help your clients actually convert traffic. Reminder, I've been doing this for over 10 years. And I remember early in the days of the website business, I was doing a lot of websites and I just thought like, oh yeah, we build beautiful websites. Like customers are going to be with us forever. They're going to be super happy. But the reality is they didn't need a website in the first place. They didn't care about websites. They care about leads. And if I can't deliver value that's going to help drive success in their business, then they're not going to stick around. Remember that AI is not just a tech gimmick. It's not just a way that you can create funny social media posts or respond to emails in passive aggressive form. It is really a conversion tool. And I want to help you guys leverage it for your clients. So let me show you guys the AI chat widgets inside of GoHighLevel. All right, so let's jump inside of GoHighLevel. So if I head over here on the left-hand side of the dashboard and click on sites, and then at the very top, we've got this button that says chat widget. And here's where we can see all the chat widgets. Now, I want to preface this conversation by saying, you might be thinking, Andrew, you're crazy. Chat widgets have been around for a long time. Why is this some revolutionary thing? What's interesting is over the last 3 years, we've rolled out chat widgets on almost every one of our clients' websites, and we have found that majority of the leads that they're getting are actually coming by way of the chat widgets and not by way of the contact us forms, which is really, really fascinating. And I think it has something to do with the fact that a contact us form feels very, committed. You have to go to the contact us page. You have to say, yes, I want information. Where a chat widget kind of just feels like when you walk into a store and says someone says, hey, can I help you with something? It's a little less committed and committal, and that's what I think is so special about chat widgets. So one of the things, though, that's really, really cool in GoHighLevel is just how much capability chat widgets have. So we've got the all-in-one chat. This brings in WhatsApp, live chat, email, SMS, Facebook, Instagram, and voice AI in one widget for seamless customer communication, which I love. You've got one that's just SMS and email. You've got your live chat. If you want to actually have live chat, it can also do rollover into an email support ticket. You've got Facebook chat, WhatsApp chat, Instagram, and then voice AI. My favorite right now is this beautiful all-in-one chat. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click all-in-one chat, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the chat widget name, and I'm just going to rename it, and I'm going to call it Lead Gen Machine Chat widget. All right, just for the purpose of this demo. All right, and over here on the left-hand side, we've got some settings. We've got our style. We can specify what all platforms we want. In the case of this, I just want SMS and email. I want voice AI, and I want just those two. I'm cool with that. And then under styles, we can kind of choose, do we want the chat prompt on or not, where it automatically kind of starts with this. We can disable that if we want. We have the ability to change our icon or even upload a custom icon if you'd like. We can change our colors either with one of the templates, or you can choose all of your custom colors yourself, which is awesome. And then we've also got some widget customization. So you can replace the photos. You can actually turn off the avatar image altogether if you'd like. You can specify where it's going to go on your site. Bottom left, for example, or top left, or even the middle. You've got a number of spots that you can place it. And then you can also set the dimensions of the widget, okay? Next up is the chat window. So what actually looks like in here. So title, intro, have a question. We could change that. We have the ability to change the intro message that happens once they start it. We can enable a contact form so that the person actually has to fill out a form first. And then we can specify what fields we want to collect in that. And we can even turn on mandatory fields. Really, really cool. We can even redirect to a call to action after they filled the form out. So maybe to a specific offer or to a funnel or, you name it, which is really cool. And then you've got the ability to turn on like HIPAA consent. So if you're using this with med spas or doctor's offices, you can actually add some of that compliance aspect there. We've got messaging next. We've got our acknowledgement, right? And we've also got our language settings for the widget. And lastly, we have our actual agent. So if you've never used GoHighLevel before, one of the really, really cool things that we have inside of GoHighLevel are these voice AI agents. And these voice AI agents are actually fully capable of having full conversations, booking appointments, answering questions about your business. And it's all trained off of a really simple knowledge base that you can power based on PDFs and knowledge that you upload. You can actually train it based on FAQs on your website. You can actually train it on full support documentation on your website. You name it, you can power that knowledge base that is actually the agent that can answer questions. And what I love about this is all of a sudden, we don't just have a chat widget. We actually have a website that can talk, which is pretty wild in that, you know what, one of the kind of analogies I always use is like, if you were to walk into a small business and no one were to greet you, that would feel a little awkward. It would be like, why didn't anyone say hello? Why didn't anyone say welcome? You know, like that would be an awkward experience. Yet every single day on millions of websites across the internet, you go on the website and you're never greeted. And the person never knows you were there and you never got talked to by anyone. So what's the point of doing work with that business? We are actually putting a voice and a person, if you will, into this client's website so that can hopefully capture more business. So this is very, very cool. So I can specify my agent. Again, I can give it a name. And I'm actually going to show you guys this kind of like, I hope it's still on my website so I can show you guys this. Here we go. Mine actually says chat with voice and it's Beefy AI. And I can press this call us here button and it would actually make a phone call to talk to my AI agent, the Beefy, for Beefy Marketing, which is really fun. And so you've got the ability to name it. You can, again, change the photo for it. And just like that, we've got a chat widget set up that we can now click save. And then there's kind of two ways to install it for your client. You can either get the WordPress plugin, right, and get that installed for them, or you can get the code and now just embed this into your code, into your website. So this is insane, right? This is going to allow your agency as well as your clients to be able to answer questions instantly. It's going to capture leads 24/7. It's going to help book appointments. It's going to help qualify prospects. I mean, again, you think about, I'm just going to use two roofing companies. One roofing company, somebody goes onto their website at midnight after they had a tree fall through their roof and nobody greets them. They had to fill out a contact us form. The other roofing company, they're able to automatically get on a call who's able to answer questions, book an appointment for that next morning at 7 a.m. to have somebody come out. Or if there's an emergency service, they have an emergency service that's dispatched out. It qualifies whether or not a good fit. Do they have insurance? Are they in the right territory? This feels like a virtual receptionist that they don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars a month to have these after hours answering services. This is, you could charge less than $500 a month to offer this to your clients. And you start thinking about it as a web designer. For so many web design companies who are charging $1,500 for a website, $3,500 for a website, and then they're never making a dollar more. This is a way you can create a much stickier relationship with your clients. I mean, every website should have it. It's an easy upsell after you build the website. And the reality is it solves a real problem that most of your clients understand. They know that they can't answer every single phone call. They know that they can't be available 24/7. They know that they can't answer every single question that has. And the reality is most of them they get tired of people calling their office and asking silly questions that could have been answered with an AI agent. Now you might be asking, well, Andrew, how do we package this? How do we sell it? One, just a monthly fee. Don't ever complicate it, right? Like, hey, we're going to charge $300 a month, $500 a month to offer this service. Now, keep in mind that the tools and functionality of HighLevel are really, really comprehensive. So when I say $300 to $500 a month, I'm talking about for all of the things that it can do. If you're like, I don't want to convince a client to move their CRM and do all these other things. I just want to simply sell the chat, widget. Sell it for $100 a month, right? Like you don't have to overcomplicate it. You can also bundle it with hosting and maintenance. So, if you're saying, okay, we already charge $50 or $100 a month for maintenance, add this as a part of the value add so that they feel like there's way more value in it. And remember, when you go to position it as an AI assistant or a lead capture system. These are ways that they know it's not just a chat widget, because it isn't just a chat widget. It does so much more for them. And it's going to help you close more deals, right? Because instead of just selling a site, you're actually selling an outcome. We don't just build your site, we help convert your traffic. That's going to really differentiate you from cheap designers who are like, I can build you a pretty website. I've been building websites for, my closest friends. It's like, yeah, I don't care about just a pretty cute website. I want a website that's going to make me more money, because the whole point of getting into business is to make money. So this is a powerful tool. I wanted to just show you guys how simple it is to set it up. Now, I want to show you something really cool, because it's not just about the chat widget. One of the things that we do for our clients to really make it sticky is we actually set up a workflow. So when someone inside of the system fills out anything in the chat widget, we are automatically creating an opportunity in the pipeline for our sales team we're seeing an internal notification that we have a brand new website chat so that someone follows up as fast as possible. We have internal notifications that go out. Now you see in our examples right here, it's just saying see, lead, and wingman, right? What I do for our clients is I actually would have this say, you have a new lead from Beefy Marketing. You have a new lead from Wingman. And the psychology behind that becomes, well, I don't want to turn off the steady source of leads that I continue to get from XYZ web design company. They're constantly sending me leads. It's just the live chat widget with an automation that lets them know that it's coming from you, which is a very, very sticky relationship so that you can continue to keep your clients happy. So this is, in my opinion, right, one of the easiest ways to add recurring revenue, right? You don't have to start selling extra services or, try to go crazy with your maintenance plans or try to convince a client that they need updates every single day on their websites or anything else. This is an easy way to add recurring revenue. You're just going to create these AI assistants, these AI receptionists, these lead capture systems as a part of the overall experience, and your clients are going to be much more happy with that. So here's the deal. If you're not doing this, someone else will. And this is the shift. Stop selling websites as a one-time project. Start selling what they actually need and what happens after someone lands on the website. That's the difference between a website that actually makes them money and a website that costs them money. And AI is going to give you a way to turn every website build into something that keeps producing value and keeps you getting paid. So if you're already building sites, this is one of the easiest upgrades you can make to your offer. If you want to see how I've set this up and I'm using GoHighLevel, check out the link below. I'll walk you through it. I've got an extended 30-day trial for you. I'll actually help you set this up one-on-one. I'll help you do all of it so that you can implement this in your agency. If you're already using GoHighLevel, hey, hopefully this just gave you a new idea about how you can add some additional revenue. And web designers out there, listen up. This is the future of web design and web design agencies. So do me a favor, drop a comment. Would you feel confident selling this to your clients right now, or is this too new to you? Are you a little nervous? And do me a favor, if you like the video, press the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe too. I've got more stuff coming on how to turn your web design work into real recurring revenue. See you guys next time.